looking at Backpage whores right now. I'm gonna call up some whores. See what their rates are.
Hello?
I'm calling about your early morning specials.
Okay. Early morning special late in the afternoon, huh?
Well, yeah, it's my early morning.
Okay. I'm not going to be available for about an hour, but I'll do the half hour for 50 and the hour for 100.
This is all fetishes welcome.
Yes.
So, can I do Greek?
Yes.
Oh yeah? Can I fuck your feet?
Yes.
Alright, I like your cottage cheese size.
Oh, thank you.
Alright. I'm gonna give you a call in an hour, alright?
Okay, sounds good. What's your name, honey?
Jimbo.
Okay. All right. I look forward to hearing from you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Who's Tony?
He used to work with me. He's a friend.
All day long.
I can do it so much better than you.
I can do it so much better than that.
I can.
Possession with cocaine. Possession of cocaine and marijuana with the intent to distribute.
Did you have an intent to distribute?
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
So
But-
how do you get your charges dropped?
I got my charges knocked down. Basically, it was a plea deal. Knocked down to simple possession of cocaine. And I was offered, 10 years probation? And I declined that. Then they went to 8, then they went to 6, but then they went to a 4-year with the possibility of early termination after 2. So then I just completed my probation. I just got terminated.
Were you arrested in Florida or?
No, it was in Georgia. And fucking the SWAT team kicked it. I was there for 2 days. I was there for 2 days and staying with one of my boys, and SWAT team kicked in the door. And that was it.
Why was SWAT alerted?
I guess he was doing something up there dirty and not smart. And I just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. But you live and you learn.
So how much coke would he call it?
I would say about a half ounce.
Half ounce?
Half ounce.
It's a good shot.
But it wasn't in my person. It was scattered through the house. And the only reason I actually got charged is seeing that I don't live there. And I didn't dwell in that, I was there at the time. But the only reason why I even got charged with it was because it was scattered throughout the house and they couldn't determine whose was who.
You should have sent that shit to trial.
Yeah, but in Georgia, me, a minority in Georgia, I'm straight. I said, no, fuck that.
So you admitted that you
I admitted that I had possession.
And what did they charge the other guy with?
Oh, he got possession with it. Said, well, the motherfucker got arrested 3 times while I was there, and I was only there for 2 days. On the way there, driving there, he got arrested. When we got there, he got arrested.
Wow. Is he in prison now?
No, he's actually out. I think he probably snitched and got out, but he's on a 30-year probation.
So why didn't he just take the blame for your shit if he was gonna get caught anyway?
Well, he's a dirty dude. He's a dirty dude. To be honest with you, none of the stuff that was in the house was mine. Let's just say I dispersed of all of mine, in that short amount of time.
What?
How many SWAT people came in the house?
8.
Did they break through the windows?
No, it was pretty funny. It's not like you would think it's on TV. It was an apartment complex. So what they did was they went to the actual office, got the key, opened, we heard the door unlock. He thought it was one of his friends who had the key to the house. So they unlocked the door, then opened the door, and then used the battering ram to make the noise, to make the entrance. You know what I mean? Just so it was just I was all confused. You watch SWAT on TV and you think it's completely, it's not even so much like that. They come in with fucking AR-15s pointed at you type shit, but other than that, it wasn't really it wasn't as it was scary. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely scary. These motherfuckers come in, got fucking guns on you. And the funny part about it was that once I laid out on the ground, my hand ended up under a pillow, and I'm like, officer, my hand's under this pillow. There's nothing there. I don't need nothing to make no mistakes and shoot me in the back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and you know that's all they want anyway. They're trigger happy anyway. Fucking cops. You know? So, but yeah, thank God that you know I've never had a felony before. If I had a felony before, I'd be fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me why Keith can't go to strip clubs or won't go to strip clubs.
It's a using environment, he says, and
basically he's a prisoner in his own life.
there's drinking that goes on. The whores are all usually fucked up on something or other.
But you can handle being in a using environment, not be tempted.
I'm not an addict, bro. I'm cured. Honestly, yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I didn't really go to that many strip clubs when I was using, so it's not like, oh, this is exactly how I was when I like in the same situation, just clean. No, it's like a show to me. It's like going to a ball game or the circus or Cirque du Soleil, but they're nude, especially Tootsies, right?
The Fred Flintstone.
You got the Fred Flintstone flip-flops on. Here, if you can say Fred Flintstone flip-flops 5 times fast. Where are you going?
What are you doing? You gotta do the smell test.
Smell them.
Smell test. Smell them.
Are you guys really doing this shit?
When was the last time you washed that shirt? Because there's some crumb stains on it.
Where?
Right there.
That's what I'm doing all day is laundry.
You let Frank do it on you?
Did Frank bust in your face? Did he bust in your beard?
Make him run.
Alright, you can get in.
Make him pull up when you open.
Alright, I promise I won't. I won't. Come on, we have to go to the meeting. We're gonna be late.
I will put your pure platinum secret on glass.
I don't care.
Stop.
Yo, your stench may void my warranty.
Fuck you.
Why am I being recorded?
Don't touch me, Stinky.
How often do you
Don't
shower?
touch me, Stinky. Nathan, I'm clean. And you have like
What?
blisters all over your arms.
That's leprosy.
You have leprosy?
You shouldn't make fun of his leprosy.
You have leprosy? Look at his face. Do you have leprosy for real? Or is that? I thought those were mosquito bites.
They were. I had anxiety. Still do.
Yeah?
Why am I being fucking recorded? You're a southern fried nigger.
I'm a certified flashy motherfucker. Is what I
Yeah,
am.
right.
Yo, you do stink.
You do.
No, don't you fucking piece
He
of
smells
shit.
like he put like 1,000 pounds of cologne on top of the
stinky
stinks.
ass.
No.
Do you own deodorant?
What kind do you use?
Remember,
Old Spice?
you're under oath.
Yeah.
Old Spice.
What about a toothbrush? Because I know the answer to it, so let's see if
Why
you
don't you
tell
ask
the truth.
Frank? You want all these answers?
Frank said he doesn't know where your toothbrush is, and your roommate was asking, why doesn't he have a toothbrush? I hope he's not using mine.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, swear to God, mother's life.
You might ask him to marry you if I just slick the little cock in you and just like a little bit, but just a tip and it'll be condomized. Condomized. You down to do it?
No, I'm just saying that
Why not? A little bit. What about if I
I'm just saying that people have their.
What about if I do the mangina? Would that turn you on
No
first?
mangina.
I'm doing it.
No, get out of here with the mangina.
That's your mangina.
Get the hell out of
You
here.
don't want a mangina? Dude?
No, I don't want a mangina.
Come on, bro.
No, it's not happening.
Okay, well, when would be a good time to follow up with you?
First off, the house you're moving from, is it a house or an apartment?
I'm just trying to follow up with you. I know you're going to be inundated with calls today, blown up like everyone's trying to, collect money from you. You can give me a call back here at 866-301-51.
I am going to sue, and this is not just a threat, this is a promise. I'm going to sue you all, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do.
Hope she likes
George.
George.
You guys have not done anything to rectify this situation. I am not going to let this
I
go.
rectify
I'm an
the situation.
You're not dealing with somebody with a
Her voice?
TB. They are totally going away from Florida, so I told them
She's not
extremely intelligent, and I don't give up. That's what you need to know about
She
me.
graduated from
You're
GA.
very, very resourceful.
Resourceful. She has sugar daddies all over the
They're
phone.
telling me that they want cash only for delivering my things. You guys are shady. You're disrespectful. You are unprofessional. You guys are liars. And Consumer Affairs already have a report listed with DOT.
We're coming to
All
kick
of
in
my
the doors.
information is going to be published. It's going to be public. The internet is amazing. And I will
Advertisement.
contact you guys now for using the same number you have with the DOT if you try to change your name. I know about technology. That's what I do. I have an MBA in MIS.
She plays for the NDA. Did you hear her?
Because you're not going to screw me over before I royally screw you over. Give
She's
me
a
my money
whore.
back.
Everything's screwing.
All of your lies
A
and everything
rectifying,
that I have
screwing.
to stand. You guys just take advantage of people. And you're going
She
to
was
pay for
drunk,
that
so.
because that is not going to fly. We will see you in court and we will go from there. And this is a promise. I promise you. We will go from there. Then we're going to start calling your competition, and we'll see how far we get with this. Your life is going to be a living hell. You messed with food on the table for my kids. I messed with you all earning a living for your
They're not
kids.
my kids.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Message deleted.
You put it on hold?
Yeah.
Why?
To make it look like I'm doing something special for her. Just muted right now.
How long are you gonna keep her on hold for?
A little bit, make it look like I'm actually like doing some, like really checking something out. Because it's to create urgency. Like there's only a certain amount of spaces on the truck. So when I get back on the phone, I'm gonna tell her that. Hey, Carol. Yeah, I do have one space available on the 28th. That's the day you wanted to get picked up.
What?
Tony told me that Judy wants her phone back. That he didn't know that Anthony sold it to you. That it's her phone. So Anthony just like sold it to you. I didn't even give her the money for it when she bought it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Too bad. Flat screen? Do you have a box for that, or do you need one? Okay, if we come to agreeable terms, I'll create it for free. It's usually like an $80 charge. I'll do it for free for you because I'm trying to fill up trucks headed up that way. Okay, and TV stand, what else? Okay, we would come in, disassemble everything for you, reassemble it all once we get you there. It'll also include blanket wrapping, pad wrapping, shrink wrapping, free crating of your TV, taxes, tolls, fuel surcharges, standard moving insurance, plus we're also throwing in a $750,000 total loss insurance policy, and we're insured up to $1 million for property damage. I do full felony background checks. I believe I told you earlier. I have workman's comp, and I do random drug screenings. Truck that picks you up would be the truck that delivers you, so you don't have to worry about your stuff being transferred from truck to truck to truck to truck. We do overestimate by 8 to 10% because I'd rather have you happy and pleased and telling your friends about me than wanting to curse me out. Okay?
Oh, what company did you go with? Avatar?
We can give you.
Well, where are they out of? Okay, and what made you decide to go with them? Alright, I'll take you off the list. Hope everything goes well.
Yeah, we can get there on 16th, which is a Friday.
Cocksucker.
To reserve with our company, it's $50. It comes out of the total. Companies that ask for 10, 20, 25% deposits, know, Mike, that they are commission-based employees. So they will tell you you're getting moved with leprechauns and unicorns over rainbows all the way to Tennessee just to get your job, whatever you want to hear. What happens with that is, say, you give them a $200-300 deposit, they lowball you, make it sound cheaper than it is. Once they get to your house, they create a win-win situation. The win-win is, one, they tell you the real price, which is instead of $1,000, it's $1,800. And then two, they tell you you can still go with them, and so they win. Or you tell them, get out of my house, you're crazy, and they leave with your few $100 deposit, and you're still stuck without a mover, minus a couple $100. Okay, with our company, like I said, it's $50 fully refundable deposit. It locks you in. If you need to change your dates, it is free of charge to do so. You can do so anytime you need to.
Hey, John, it's Matt. We just got off the phone with each other. I looked up the Avatar relocation. They're B-rated, not accredited with the BBB, and they only have one truck on protectyourmove.gov, which is a pretty big sign that they're a broker, not a full-service mover. please give me a chance to at least, you know, beat their price and go over a couple things. Give me a call back at 866-861.
You know, I'm your personal point of contact, so I got you into a new place. I do work for you, so anything you need, you call me up and say, hey, Keith, I'm not ready. This is ridiculous, you know, it's because it can become overwhelming. You know this, you just moved a little while ago. And everyday life happens, so you need to, you know, go on and do other fulfillments and do other stuff every day. It's hard to sit there and pack stuff. So if anything, you'd be like, hey, Keith, I can't do it. Another option for you, Mike, is I can give you a price with a full pack, which means you leave everything in the drawers, you leave everything on the walls, you leave everything everywhere. You sit there, we'll bring you some lemonade. We can't bring you any vodka. We don't have a license for that. I'm just joking.
Closet.
Fuck. About the move? About the move. No, I'm not looking for money. For the move.
The move?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, Marina?
Yes. I'm just speaking with my husband that I haven't seen that you guys have charged the check yet.
Oh, you went with another company?
No.
What company?
Oh,
What company did you go with?
yeah.
Oh, you got picked up? What company?
I don't even know the name. I don't remember even the name because I was my husband.
Oh, so they have your stuff and you don't even know who they are? Okay, and how did the move go so far?
What's good? Thank you.
When they gave you a price, did they end up bumping up that rate?
Yeah, I have a very good rate after all.
They made it higher?
No, lower.
They lowered the rate?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that must be a gift from God. All right, congratulations. Fucking bitch. Lying ass motherfucker. She said that they lowered her rate. Fucking liar.
So how you doing?
Shitty.
Yeah. You know, I mean, we all go through stuff, man. You know, sometimes it's the low spots that make the high spots all that much higher. You know, I remember I went from thinking I was on top of the world. You know, I had lots of friends. I had I had a job that I was making half decent money at. You know, and I was going to work every day. I was coming home and I was using, you know, but I mean, I was still making it to work. And, you know, I went into work one day and I had no idea that night, like, my whole world was going to crash, you know. Like, I tried to help a friend out and I got set up and the cops busted in my door and they popped my ass with like 3 felonies.
I got 3 felonies. No, I got 4.
Yeah. So I know what it's like, man. And I went from being like straight on top of stuff, you know what I'm saying? From being, you know, the guy that people could talk to and having like all these great friends to having like out of like 50 people, maybe 3 people stuck with me throughout the time, you know, and everybody else was gone. They were just there for the good times. So like in being, you know, and being in such a low spot, you have a tendency, like when I came out, like I suffered from a lot of depression. You know what I'm saying? When I was like 18ish, somewhere around in there, like I tried to commit suicide, you know.
So did I.
I've had several attempts at that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get, you know, but the point of it is that, you know, when you're like locked up and you're sitting there and you can't get out, and like I remember I was having a dream that I was like out, and I woke up and I saw those freaking cement fucking walls, you know what I'm saying? That's fucking white cement, and like I remember just waking up and being like, damn, and thinking I'm not gonna be able to get out of here, you know. And so it's the low spots that make the high ones that much higher. Because when I got out, just to be able to walk across the street, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that? You remember what it was like? I mean, and that's like, you know, that's what life's about. Life is about, like, you know, fucking enjoying it, you know.
I have to walk in.
So what's going on? You're having issues basically with what?
Work, life, friends, everything.
And you're worried about being on the street. How much clean time do you have?
14 months.
You have 14 months clean, and everything just came crashing down.
Yep.
You know.
I have problems like if I was a newcomer.
Yeah. Well, you don't have problems like you're a newcomer. Because what's the one problem you don't have?
Using.
Yeah. You know. So, I mean, what do we do as addicts? We help each other. You know. We got on the phone, and we helped to get you going in the ways of a job. Which you got an interview tomorrow, which is better than what you had like 5 minutes ago. So you went from a low. You found you might have at least an opportunity to work. How do you feel now? Do you feel a little better?
A lot better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what's up, bro. Love you, man.
Life of an addict.
Life of an addict. Life ain't easy, you know.
Yeah.
But we do what we can and we get by. You know. We've learned like to use those skills that we had in the past to cope with stuff. And I mean, I try and take that stuff and have a layer of, like, you know, try and be a little bit humble. Because I remember what it was like, man. I remember what it's like to, you know, not have a job, living like shit and freaking trying not to think about it and just taking more substances to cover it up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got to live like that today.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
Just for today.
Just for today. And you got to reach out because you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? We have a support group around here.
A what?
A support group.
Oh my God.
And I don't give a shit what the hell you call it. It is what it is. You know, there's a lot of animosity that goes around between different fellowships and different, you know what, it's all bullshit as far as I'm concerned. Because like people go where they go. You don't ever criticize somebody for going for doing something to try and better themselves. That's the way that I look at it. And that's the way, if you really get down to the traditions and what all that stuff stands for, you know, I mean, I don't know, anywhere in the base, in any of those books where it states that we, you know, that we shoot the wounded, or that we shoot somebody for trying to freaking do something just to make a better life for themselves. Because that's all I'm trying to do. And I don't care where I go. You know what I'm saying? I go to a specific fellowship because that's the fellowship that I relate to. And I encourage anyone to go somewhere where they can find people, where they can freaking relate. Because if you can't go where you can relate, if you feel like an outsider, you ain't going to make it and you're going to die. And that's like, we're here to fucking save lives. That's what we do. We reach out and we help each other. That's what life's about. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody did it for me. I remember, like, I came in this thing, you know, and I met this dude. He only had a couple of days more clean than I do, you know. And they say that, oh, you got to stay away from, you know, hanging around people you're same. You know, he ended up going back out. But if it wouldn't have been for hanging out with that guy, like, you know, we went out Friday. We used to go out and play pool. Like, we used to do more things. Like, I miss that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we still do stuff. But I mean, you know, he reached out, and that's why I'm still freaking here. You know, and like, you know, it sucks because I remember looking up to him because he had more time, and you know, he went out and he can't make it back. You know, people go out, they don't make it back, they die, or they do, or there's things worse than death, like continuing to live like that, man. You know, it's freaking horrible out there.
Jails, institutions, and death.
I mean, and even like, you know, worse than jail is just, you know, I mean, waking up and being a slave, man. First thing in the morning, it's screaming at you. It's like a hungry baby, you know, it won't shut up. It drives you crazy, you know?
In a dope state.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's a little bit about the way I think anyway, you know? I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy, joyous, and free today, you know? Just for today, I woke up and I say the same prayer every morning. I got it from a friend of mine. Thank you for waking me up today and giving me the chance to just have another day clean, because that's, you know, that's all I have is just today.